What is the one thing that can make or break the Giants this season?
I think it's going to be coaching. Like we said, Coach Daboll, rookie coach. I mean, Thibodeau, he's a rookie. He has no idea what a player's coach is, what a coach is supposed to be. He's a rookie. He just got there.
He hasn't practiced yet. Thibodeau's out there saying he's a true player.
Here's the deal, right? I broke down the coaching staff. That's awesome.
But no, I think for them, it's going to be the focus is going to be on Daboll. He was a guy, he was in Buffalo. He was with Josh Allen. You saw the path that Josh Allen took. 10 touchdowns in his first year, 20 in his second, all the way up to 37, and then 36 touchdowns last year. They have Mike Kafka as the offensive coordinator. He was the quarterback's coach in Kansas City. He became that quarterback's coach the first year Mahomes went to a Pro Bowl in 2018. They have the coaching staff there to help Daniel Jones take that next step. The question is he going to do it?
Yeah, it's a great question. I'm going to stick with the same deal. It's more, to me, it's not just the offensive side of the ball, it's defensive too. And they added in Wink Martindale, who has a whole different persona than what Giants fans have seen the last few years. Wink's whole persona, go get the quarterback. We're going to send 8 guys. We're going to send 9 guys, and we're going to punch you in the mouth. The Giants need to have an identity. We're in New York and we're in New Jersey here, and it's like the Giants haven't had an identity. You look at some of these offensive ranks the last few years. It's disgusting what this Giants offense has done. Last in the league in total touchdown drives. Second to last in this is terrible. This is last year. And it wasn't better the 4 years prior. Giants have not been relevant, let alone good, in at least a half a decade. And
disgusting.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting, Peter.
As a Giant, hey, look, when you look at the players on the roster, like you look at Saquon Barkley and Kenny Golladay and all the guys they've had, they shouldn't be last in anything. Identity. What are the Giants? Because Daboll is a Western New York guy in the locker room, like, let's go out there and let's go beat up the other team. Wink Martindale, let's let our hair loose and let's go out and get the quarterback. Don't get bullied around by the Eagles and the Commanders and the Cowboys. Like, what is your identity? That's going to be the biggest factor because they drafted a defensive lineman and an offensive lineman, 2 picks in the top 7. You can't be this finesse soft team, and you can't be one of these squads that we don't want. Look at this defense. No better. No better. I hate to wake Giants fans up with misery, but this is all the past. The key is the future. What are you going to be, and what's your identity? So that's kind of an ambiguous thing, but like we'll know early on what this team's all about, and I think that's going to be the key in determining whether they're going to be back and relevant in football.
I think it is too, Peter. I've developed an identity as it pertains to the Giants. I'm the guy who talks to the New York Giants about Daniel Jones. I'm surrounded by New York Giants fans constantly. I live amongst them. I see them at my children's events everywhere, and every time it goes like this. Oh, you're a Giants fan? Oh, yeah. And I go, what do you think of Daniel Jones? And there's always I go, here's the thing. Or like, hold on. There's never I like him, I don't like him. And so last night, we're here in Mount Laurel. I go out to the Wing Bar right from our hotel, all right? I walk across the park and I go to the Wing Bar. This guy, I wish I had the video. His name was Mitch. He was a Giants fan, not an Eagles fan. We're an Eagles fan, a Giants fan. And sure enough, he goes, oh, I love the show. I go, great, you're a Giants fan? What do you think of Daniel Jones? Mitch goes, you have to understand something about the Giants. And I go, no, it's a simple question. I don't have to understand anything. So it's always this, is he good, is he good, is he good? I try so hard, and Peter knows this, I try to stay positive on Daniel Jones because there's so much negative. But when you look at the positive, what he's done so far, it really comes down to 3 plays. I think he's made 3 huge plays in 3 years, and 4 years, and here they are. This is the one. This is when Daniel Jones was on the map. His first action was glorious, and he runs in it against Tampa, and the Giants win, and Danny dimes, and it's the newspapers, and Peter found out that he celebrated at a burrito joint, and we're like, this guy gets it. He's got a little Eli. That's one play. The next play, and the Daniel Jones highlight reel is this one. This is what you remember, all right?
I'm grimacing because I know where this goes.
You know, he's going to go 40. Oh, my gosh, the Giants have a quarterback. It's, all right. So he falls, and everybody laughs, and it's a meme and a gif, and all right, so he gets up, and he tries to, get past it.
Saquon was laughing. He was up in the press box.
Peter, it's so funny you mention that, because I think there's videotape of it coming in. Oh, there it is. All right, so, and the last play, and I'm not joking. I'm trying to find the cool moments. This is a spectacular play, but you're going to see this. It's week 7 against the Panthers. No one remembers this game. It's a great catch. Notice about all these plays, these memorable plays, and none of them are him making a throw. Against the Cowboys in the 4th quarter, in the win, but oh my gosh, he won. this is where we're at with him. A bunch of gifts and funny little silly plays and a run against Tampa Bay that feels 20 years ago. We need more, and we need more fast. And I'm so tired of hearing that Brian Daboll is going to turn him into Josh Allen. That is such an insult to what Josh Allen is. Josh Allen is a psychopath. He is not Daniel Jones. That is saying, you know what Marty Scorsese did for De Niro, he could do for Carrot Top. Like, it is not the same deal. A great coach does not make a quarterback an all-pro. He's going to need a lot more than that. I'm sorry to start so negative. We have Carrot Top jokes and disgusting accusations in the 7A, Sarah. Give us something to cleanse the palate.
Okay, this is going to be tough, though. I want to go back. I want to go back to something you said, because you said when you're talking about Daniel Jones against that Bucs play.
Yeah.
Because a couple of weeks ago, I was watching the show, and I thought you made a great point. And you pulled up that same Bucs play, and you said, "This is what. Look at if we're pulling this up as like the crowning achievement. Like, how long ago was this?"
Yeah.
And I also sound like a real stalker of the show because I was really on it.
I like
so
it.
I was on the broadcast of that game. I was literally standing by the pylon as he's running in. It was a Fox broadcast. It's his debut. Talked to his mom, his dad that week. Everyone's so excited. He comes back from 18-point deficit.
Yeah.
There is no way the me that was standing somewhere on that field right there at that point that's watching it would think that the conversation we're having today stems from what we all saw back then. I mean, I was there as that unfolded, and it's just insane to think that we're still going back to that moment, because as Giants fans would have watched that, you're like, oh my God, this is it. Now, I don't want to make excuses, says the person that's about to make excuses. But, Peter, you brought up, you're talking about Saquon, you're talking about Kenny Golladay, and those numbers shouldn't be where they're at. Well, the starting skill players, again, the guys don't like injury excuses, but they missed a combined 30 games last season. That is not insignificant. So I'm not saying that, listen, that changes it. And Daniel Jones goes back to being the guy that we saw in that Tampa game every game. But that is not insignificant. So when you say what could make or break the Giants season, like, let's start with, it would obviously help him if these great skill players he has are on the field. And I think you can't discount that. Is that positive enough? I mean, I'm trying.
I think you make up an amazing point. That was A Star Is Born, and they found their guy, and it's the successor to Eli, and they're going back to Super Bowls. Peter, what happened? Why are we having this conversation?
You need consistency.
I think the offensive coordinator is being changed every year. I think the offensive line, having as many offensive linemen as he had, hurts. But hey, Joe Burrow got sacked 70 times, took his team to the Super Bowl coming off an ACL. Like, I'm kind of with Sarah and Kyle on this. We're like, we can't continue to say, it's year 5. You good or you not? Yeah. Like, Trubisky went to the playoffs twice, and he got taken out of town in Chicago. What has Daniel Jones done for us to be like, actually, he is? I haven't seen it either.
Mm-hmm.
And to your point about Josh Allen, when you said he's a psychopath, when you ask that question to anyone about Josh Allen, what do you think about Josh Allen? There's not the pause.
Mm-hmm.
There's not the...
No, immediate. There's no,
let me tell you about
something
the
about the Bills. No, he's a psychopath. It's true. It's a great point.
You seem to have some patience, though.
Yes, he'll show you this year. You need the opportunity to have consistent coaching. You cannot switch an offensive coordinator every year you're as a quarterback and expect to go out there and have positive results. Fitzpatrick himself even said Daboll, what he can do for Daniel Jones can make or break and change his career. Fitzpatrick, a guy who knows what it's like to play for different coaches, different coaching staffs. When you get a good coach, it can go a long way for a
Jason,
quarterback.
you got to win one game, huge game. You want Daniel Jones or Tua Tagovailoa this year?
Ooh.
Tua, man!
Tua. All right. Okay. I don't think that's good for Daniel Jones, though. Let's go, buddy. Come on.